In my latest YouTube interview with life coach James Pearson, we talked about something that really hit home for me, the happiness trap. The idea that we should constantly be happy and that happiness is the end goal is one of the biggest lies we've been sold. And I have fallen for it more times than I can count. For years, I thought if I worked hard enough, figured out the right mindset, and eliminated all negativity from my life, I'd finally reach this state of constant happiness. But here's the reality, life doesn't work that way at all. No matter how far you run from your home country, no matter how much success you have, no matter how much self-development you do, you can't escape the full range of human emotions. And the more you try, the more miserable you become. So today I want to break down why chasing happiness sets you up for disappointment, what you should focus instead, and how embracing the full spectrum of human emotions is actually the key to live a meaningful and fulfilling life. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Luca and I'm starting to qualify as a professional life coach. On this channel, I talk about self-development and how we can create a life that is more authentic, meaningful, and fulfilling. If you enjoy my content, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you so much, and now let's dive in. The problem is that we've all been conditioned to believe that happiness is the goal. It's in books, movies, Instagram posts, where happiness is depicted as a destination that you can reach and lock in forever. We tell ourselves things like, once I have the perfect job, I will finally be happy. Once I find the right relationship, everything will fall into place. If I just get rid of negativity and bad vibes, I'll never be stressed again. I used to think this way too, more or less consciously, especially before moving abroad. I always believed that relocating abroad was the perfect formula for success and happiness. I visualized myself thriving in a new environment, expanding my opportunities, and feeling like I had finally made it. But when I actually made the move, I had to face some hard realities. Rebuilding my social network from scratch was, and still is, a big challenge. Social relationships here are lived differently, and with people coming from so many different backgrounds, British, Irish, Asian, Indian, and so on and so forth, I had to relearn how to navigate the social dynamic. On top of that, even if I've studied English my whole life, I still struggle to feel authentic in this language. I know I've made progress, but often I feel like I'm very far from where I want to be. And then there's the distance. No matter how much I love my life in Sydney, but the terrible feeling of being so far from my family and friends never fades. Calls and messages can only do so much. There are moments when I feel the distance so deeply that no amount of positive thinking can make it go away. That's the happiness trap. The belief that happiness is a permanent destination rather than a temporary feeling. Here's where this mindset becomes dangerous. When you believe happiness is the goal, any moment of sadness, stress, loneliness, or struggle feels like a failure. If you feel anxious, you think something is wrong with you. If you feel sad, you assume you're not doing things right. If you feel dissatisfied, you start looking for what to fix. But the truth is, happiness is just one of the several emotions in the human experience. And avoiding sadness doesn't make it disappear. It just makes it more powerful when it inevitably shows up. Think about it. How many times have you tried to push away negative emotions and telling yourself to just stay positive? It works for a little, but eventually that sadness, loneliness, or frustration comes back. For me, this realization deepened as I pursued my goal of becoming a life coach. Studying for my certification is incredibly rewarding, but also deeply challenging. It requires a lot of discipline, dedication, introspection, and the ability to hold space for others, even when I'm dealing with my own self-doubts and struggles. On top of that, I'm building my YouTube channel, trying to create content that I genuinely believe in. But that demands time, energy, and consistency. There are moments when I wonder if I'm doing enough, if I'll ever reach the level of success that I envision for myself. And yet, despite all the struggles, this journey is giving me a profound sense of purpose and fulfillment. Even on the days I don't feel at the top, I know I'm working towards something meaningful. That's the real difference between happiness and fulfillment. The first one is fleeting. The second one is built over time. So, what's the solution? If happiness isn't the goal, what should we be striving for instead? First, accept the full spectrum of emotions. Happiness, sadness, excitement, disappointment, they all belong. Instead of resisting sadness, let yourself feel it. Once you stop fighting emotions, they pass through you more naturally. This may sound childish, but think about nature. The sky doesn't stop storms from happening. It allows them to come and go. And emotions work the same way. Second, shift your focus from happiness to meaning and fulfillment. A meaningful, fulfilling life isn't one where we are constantly happy. It's one where you feel deeply engaged, where you grow, where you have a purpose. Some of the most meaningful experiences in my life weren't happy in the traditional sense. Moving abroad was exciting and thrilling, but lonely. Starting to become a life coach is fulfilling, but demanding. Running my YouTube channel fuels me with purpose, but it comes with self-doubt and the constant need to show up. But these experiences are shaping me in such a way that temporary happiness never could. Third, redefine success. Instead of measuring success by how often you feel happy, measure it by how fully you experience your life. Ask yourself, am I showing up for the things that truly matter to me? Am I growing even when it's uncomfortable? Am I being true to myself, even when it's hard? These are the things that lead to a life of meaning and fulfillment, not chasing some unrealistic version of endless happiness. So here's my 2 cents. You don't need to be happy all the time to have a great life. You are enough, what you do is enough, and what you feel is absolutely normal. When you let go of the pressure to chase happiness, you actually start to feel more at peace, because you are no longer resisting what's natural. You are no longer measuring your life by an impossible standard. I want you to think about this. The next time you feel sad, anxious, frustrated, or dissatisfied, instead of thinking, how do I get rid of this? Ask yourself, what is this teaching me? Is there any different perspective I can adopt to look at this? Again, real happiness isn't about eliminating sadness. It's about embracing the full, messy, beautiful human experience. If this message resonated with you, let me know in the comments. Have you ever fallen into the happiness trap? And what has helped you shift your mindset? Also, if you haven't watched my interview with James Pearsons yet, go and check it out. We dive into the happiness trap and many other topics. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.